Hey everyone, happy Monday. This is Isaiah Rial. Today is Monday, July 27th, 2020. This is my Monday market commentary in podcast form, so hopefully you enjoy. A few things I want to go over with you here in the next couple of minutes. Number one, let me give you an update as to what happened last week in the markets. Overall, last week was a down week for the markets. The Dow Jones Industrial was down 0.74%. The S&P was down a little over a quarter of a percent, and then the NASDAQ was down 1.3% last week. So overall, a little bit of a declining week for all the major market indexes. And the question that I pose when I see that is this: well, why? What's the reasoning for it? And I believe there's a few reasons, and that's what I want to discuss with you in today's Monday market commentary. If you followed my previous 3 or 4 pieces of Monday market commentary, I've shared with you there's really 3 to 4 unknowns that I feel right now out there in the stock market, in the economy, in our world, that until we have some ideas of those answers, there's going to be some uncertainty out there. And that's sort of what pertains to what I want to talk to you about. Again, as a reminder, those unknowns are, number one, there's no vaccine, no treatment for the coronavirus as of yet. That's going to provide some uncertainty. Number two, on top of that, cases are rising. When is that going to go down? Number three, presidential election is in November. We're starting to talk about that more, and we're starting to see some more political things happen out there, which is affecting the stock market. And then the fourth is actually a new one that I've come to add to the list, and that's stimulus. The government's adding more money to the system. Eventually, we are going to have to do something about that. So let's talk about a few things. The one highlight I want to go over with you is Moderna. Moderna is making a vaccine, or they're trying to make a vaccine for the COVID-19. They're in stage 3 of testing. That is a positive sign. Granted, nothing set in stone, but the fact that they're beginning the final stage of testing for a potential vaccine is a very positive outlook. Of course, there's a lot of hurdles they still have to go through, but that is a huge milestone, so we'll pay attention to that. And if that does come to fruition, that helps address one of the unknowns. The other thing I want to go over with you is the China Consulate. Let's talk about that for a brief moment here. The U.S., so America, ordered China to close its Houston consulate. The reason for that is the Trump administration believes China's stealing scientific research based off of their Texas, because there's a lot of tech over there in where they're located, over there in Houston. China said if they do that, they're going to retaliate. Again, if you remember, this is similar to what happened with the trade wars. Back and forth. America said one thing, China said another, and what happened with the stock market? It was volatile, very up and down. So we've seen that the last couple of weeks. Pay attention to that as we move forward. That pertains to another unknown, the presidential election. We're getting so close to that now. President Trump is making his final efforts to make his case stronger, and perhaps he feels that this is one of them. So pay attention to that. And then the last thing I want to go over with you is, again, as your advisor, and just my food for thought, I guess I would say, is, again, we're going to continue to proceed with caution, at least until up to the election, because, there's so many unknowns out there. This is not the time to be making drastic moves to your portfolio. This is not the time to be making, huge buys or sells in the portfolio. We may make minor adjustments just to help the portfolio as we go forward in the summers and going into fall. But again, I'll repeat myself, proceed with caution. Especially now up until the election, because there's just some unknowns out there. We will continue to move forward. I do believe the market will be higher down the road, but for the time being, I still believe we're going to have some ups and downs in the markets. Nothing enough to concern me that, hey, we have to make some drastic moves. But as investors, just want to bring that to light to you as, hey, be prepared. We may see some ups and downs in the markets due to some unknown factors. So that's what I want to share with you today. If you have any questions, any thoughts, please feel free to give me a call, email me, message me. I'm here for you. Please continue to stay safe, wear a mask, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.